I'm shooting arrows at this dwarf. It's great. Then this other guy twirls his fingers and some light comes out. And the dwarf just stops bleeding. Just stands back up.
His troops will disarm you and grow you that... With fragulous crown and with sceptre abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had let you glide.
I reckon draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done.
Come on.
Of course, ma'am.
My name's Gribbo, idiot.
Right,
But
yes.
it's massive.
Not fool me.
I'm still just a babe. It don't feel right messing with it is all.
Bottoms up, eh? These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
It's good to be among allies, isn't it? The Absolute's blessings have brought so many together.
Oh, come on!
I don't fancy... What's holding up the game? Albert ain't dead, is it?
Well, now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts? No doubt, mate. But this ain't dragons or demons or anything else you might have faced. This is chicken chasing. It's got feathers, don't it? A beak? Besides, I reckon it owes us seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not? Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird. Fancy yourself, do you? Care to pin that claim down with some coin? We got the coin. We got... Fights!
This is gonna be my night.
Hurt me. Run. Where?
I reckon draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now.
Wait a tick!
Oh, suddenly. What are you doing?
You!
To you. Come. I... Wait! Oh,
Come on!
now, look what you...
Come on!
Too fat.
Of course.
Dragons is fat and they
Name's
fly
Grimmer, idiot!
Right, yes. Not fool me.
You going on the next race? Bring me back something pretty.
Get off your arse and do your own thing!
Oh, come on.
Well, now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills? This. It's got feathers, though. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not? Oh, come on now. Don't be... You just got to chase the chicken through. Got to do it fast and got... Simple, like I say, but not easy. Better contenders than you have been bested by that bird. No skin off my arse. Just remember, you had the chance to be a part of...
Chosen to hear her, like the boss and priestess.
Keep drinking. You lot spend your moves up.
Getting Halcyon out of here is going to be a real treat.
Let's hope we find him in one piece. Then this other guy, 12. And some light comes out.
Mother gone. Hungry. New home? Maybe. Got to get away from here first.
The cub seems anxious to leave, but afraid to defy the goblins. They have to be dealt with one way or the other.
When you nick it out of that cold, dead eye.
Brave enough to take on our new chicken? It's a big un, but that's just more for the chasing. Wonderful! And you got coin to back you? We're starting a new game! Move your eyes!
Hurt me. Run. Where?
That thing!
Run. Get me. Safe. There. Run.
Like you
Oof! Hard luck, mate. Told you it weren't as easy as it looked. That's the spirit. Now show me the coin. We're starting a new game! Move your eyes! Chase!
Run. Get me. Safe. There.
That's more like it!
Don't care how pissed off it is! Get that out there!
Run. Get me. Bite. Eat. Bite.
That's the game done! Come here! Oof! Hard luck, mate. Told you it weren't as easy as it...
Go home. Cave. Mother.
Well, if it ain't our fledgling chicken chase. Is you now? Reckon I feel differently.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Bugger did eat our last chicken. Right, go on then. Fat bird's yours. Don't need the hassle. The great chasers are dead.
Poor creature. I hope it can follow my scent to camp.
No, go inside. Inside, boring.
Who wants another drink?
It was bloody fantastic.
Bottoms up, hey?
All the great chasers are dead. Ruddy cock, split foot, tark the toenail.
It's good to be among...
Tastes even better when you nick it out of their cold, dead hands.
Here's to the absolute! Who didn't keep free? It was
All the
for
great
sale!
chasers are dead. Ruddy cock, split foot, tark the toenail.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
What's that? All the great chasers are dead. Ruddy cock, split foot, tark the toenail. What? All the great chasers are dead.
Chosen to
Ruddy
hear
cock,
her, like a boss and priestess.
So I start creeping round. Cause I ain't wasting arrows. Not me. And I run up to the guy and think, try healing this.
Nah, he captured him, right?
Could have killed him.
Bloody racket! Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Luna, as if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Aim a visit in return. That'll be some real fun. No party in here. Shut it, Graw.
Olak cleared us. Got a visitor for the drow, I do.
My arse. What's a true soul want with any mate of yours?
Private business, that is. Raiding business. But if anyone wants a piss pot guarded, we'll call.
Just get your friend branded proper. Right, Sazza? Got better things to do than...
No, you don't. Come on, then.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Oi! Forgive the reception, eh, mate? Had some intruders a while back, can't be too careful. A druid? Can't be sure. Got one of them chained up below, though. Just follow the hollering. Bloody racket.
Oh, come on. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost...
Bloody starving. They finished cooking that dwarf yet?
Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
Shabby workmanship. Strong push and this wall comes down.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Happily. But the next noisy bastard that comes through here...
Let's march!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You don't need to tell me twice, boss.
A shiver runs across your mind.
Good night. Can you go be a true soul somewhere else?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Go away.
help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean? Ain't that the truth? Proper stink around here, now we've settled it. And all that ruckus makes it hard to concentrate on reading. Belonged to some bloke who showed up here asking questions. Bold as a bugbear he was. Said he's writing a book about the Absolute. Lads didn't like that. Said he was a spy or some such. Think they've locked him in the cells already. Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke. I ain't finished with it.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
This stuff ain't bad. But somebody who really knows the Absolute should be writing her story. You're right. What does some bleeding outsider know that I don't? I'll be famous. And nobody will... Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoid ain't that, and all that ruckus makes it hard to concentrate on read. Belonged to... Said he's writing a book. Think they've locked him in... Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke. There were some troublemakers, but they're either dead or wishing they were. Don't know if there was a druid, though. He's probably down in the pens, fattening up the wargs like all the rest. Nah, we're keeping him as our own little plaything. As long as he don't ask any more awkward questions. He wanted to know if we felt any extra booyarg in the air since converting. Magic. Then what the Absolute Priestess got and our boss, Ragslin, are fierce and powerful now. Same as that drow.
Seems we've pegged all three marks. Let the boss hunt begin.
Yeah. Priestess Gut is fierce and powerful now. So's Ragslin, our boss. Them's true souls now. Just like that drow. They have the kind of booyah that comes from being chosen by a god. I ain't finished with it.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
This stuff ain't bad. But some of the... You're right. And nobody...
Priestess.
Do you hear the Absolute's voice?
Ain't polite to stare, Wormwalt. If you ain't got the guts to get branded, clear off. Priestess'll sort you out. Only thing she likes more than praying is burning for...
Smells like burnt flesh in here. That the jingle of coin I hear? Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
Half right, sharp eyes. A Zen is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you? Bit quieter, if you please. This crowd just burned that, but good. That means Zaris and her little operation weren't found. Seems you're a friend of the family. That warrants a discount. A small one. Pleasure.
What am I to do?
Follow Ragslin's orders. Obey the drow. Serve the absolute, and you may be chosen. I ain't never felt so strong. Absolute's looking out for me now.
Not my magic.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Ah, the family friend. Need something? Till next time.
Nothing for you in there. Wouldn't go in there. Lest you fancy blowing your bones all the...
This ain't the party, pal. We're working here.
Trap. Be cautious.
A longing for small spaces. There is a light here, in the tight space.
Keep moving. Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of...
You know Maglubiet, a tyrannical deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them. Cause I'm loyal to Maglubiet. Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. Maglubiet's looked out for me since I was knee-high to a walk pup. Bollocks to this absolute, I say, and bollocks... You think this is fun? Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them. Oh, that's rich. A free world? And cause I'm loyal to Maglubiet. Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. They like feasting, fighting. Gotta know your place in the world, though. Maglubiet's kept us in line. That's what a god's supposed to do.
A scrying eye. Best not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
Failed me once. And now you dare to question me. I didn't mean nothing by it.
Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Sazza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
How thoughtful. And where did you find this friend?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest?
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow praises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, it can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Saza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is, and I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing. I told ya, I was trying to follow orders best I could.
Silence, wretch. And remember, you owe your miserable life to this one.
I won't cause any more trouble. I swears it.
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the Grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter. Return to the Grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
The fate of the Grove's inhabitants hangs in the balance. Killing the drow here would spare them, but it might be better to face her warband at the Grove itself, on familiar ground. On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust and access to the cult's inner circle.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. Once we are in position, we will wait for your signal, and then we will break them all. Gather the raiders.
Yes, your ladyship.
Why do they think
we won't let you down?
No interest in chatting to the Absolute myself. I've got enough going on up here.
Whoa, soldier. What did you just do?
Listen to me. I'm trusting you. But if you disappoint me, it'll be the last thing you do.
A theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect. Choose your next step wisely. may have talked your way out of this one, but there will be no...
Come on! Scream! Scream or beg! Come to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say will take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
You can do better? Go on then, have at it! What? You shy or something? Fine, muck it up, and the drow will have your head. Come on, Grush. There might still be a slurp of ale to be had. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh, yeah, beating it good.
Please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Somewhere underneath the temple, there's a hidden passage. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Halsin, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger. I don't know. The boss didn't. He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all. The Grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone.
Hands off!
I'm watching you. Spike promised that any meat that falls off is mine.
Look who's here. The little...
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviata, goddess of pain.
Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? Please. The things they do to that man? So crude and primitive. I was invited to teach them. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But, alas. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these... Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess through penance, administered by my work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which
I wouldn't let his skilled hand anywhere near me.
Oh, I have something. Both Loviatar and I. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Do not keep quiet, dear one. Let me hear you.
Would you have joined up with him if you'd known he'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes. Do not keep quiet, dear child. Embrace it. Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
Don't wear him out entirely, priest. I might have use for him yet.
Almost there, dear one. That's it, dear one! Let Loviatar hear you! My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
Sweet child, while I enjoyed that, I'm afraid your reaction was lacking. To gain Loviatar's favor, every single strike must be met with an honest cry of pain, or perhaps a touch of begging. Nevertheless, thank you. And I pray you've learned from today's little lesson.
Your world.
The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Your voice sounds...
Would you have joined up with him if you'd known he'd be indulged?
I mean... Pain is proof that we live. Revel in it. That's it! My.
Try not to lick your lips.
You are doing so well! Do not give in now! Yes, you can, child! Take the pain and offer it up to Loviatar. Offer it all. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance. Interesting is an understatement. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Grush, I need to see that again. Ask him if you can do the penance thing too.
You have already...
Get in there. We might learn something.
Yes, I must try this technique. Or perhaps this one. I think you would enjoy...
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine. Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya? Then catch one.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
This Ranger better not go yapping about my pigeon. I should have turned him over to Mindora by now, but he's such a nice little pigeon. What? I ain't. Mindora don't give a cake what you think. Bah, just take him if you care so much. See if he'll sing for the likes of you, though. Bloody think. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Napa.
Look at this! I'm quite saved! A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of it? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my find. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Blacket's will be done.
Still alive. So that's progress.
keep a blade close.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
All right. What now?
You like to see the bear?
Just hope. Hands off. This one's... Especially.
See? It squealed! Hit it again! Keep your hands steady, 3.
Stop them! Free me!
Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
It's staying right here. The beasts came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs. But first, 3 more stones. Make it nice and bloody.
Yeah! Hit his head! I want to hear more noises!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
How dare ya?
Release me! Get rid of them! Time for blood!
Battle favors the fearless. Might will prevail. Making my move.
Victory awaits. No time to waste.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Let's go. I'll do it my way.
I won't give in.
Let's finish this. Got to move.
Nothing important is ever easy. Breathe deep and move.
On the victor's path. Finding my way.
I am fury. I am death.
Time for a cull. Quickly.
Survival is all that matters. Time to press ahead.
With haste.
Talk to me. Onward.
Close ranks.
That won't work.
Here we go again.
Forever dauntless. Coming through.
Victory awaits.
Shall we cut and run? Over here.
Take Hero! Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. Not only do you speak with a bear, but you free it too? A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin. It is you who should be praised, brother. You are Sylvanus' instrument. And please, just Halsin. I will not demand honorifics of my savior. I am aware. I foolishly left it vulnerable to this rabble. There's work to be done. That look in your eyes. I've seen it before. Are you feeling all right? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't... How is this possible? That looks very alien. As alien as the Mind. It's no coincidence that you found me here, I'll wager. You're after a cure for this parasite. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using... I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure. I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to... If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated. I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill. I've no right to ask more of you. But if you could help me, I'd be free. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected. My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a life. It's too late to stop things from here. The goblins are already marching on the grove in force. You must get ahead of them. Muster the defenses. Thank you. I know it's a great deal to ask, but the grove is Hurry then. I will meet you there. May Sylvanus guide us.
Defender of the people.
No one back home will ever believe this.
What's next?
Wanna dance?
A hero at heart.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Foul blood smell. decaying legs protrude from the hole. A failed escape, it seems. It seems the tunnel collapsed mid-dig and suffocated him. A crooked heart is embroidered on his left shoe. The body comes loose, revealing a tunnel. Perhaps he can escape where he failed.
Still blocked, but should be easy enough to clear.
Speak.
Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
To think
Gales had this devastating war within himself, the entire... Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these... Oh, darling, I'm hurt. Well...
Copper for your thoughts?
Sounds boring. If you insist.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp.
Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when...
Sir Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest.
Well...
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. Thou art the master.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh. Let's the faithful recognize one another quick, and it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it, only... You ready? Brace yourself, this'll sting. Hold still.
As pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole neck.
I feel you in... Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I could help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot into...
Oi! Priestess! We want the mark!
Yeah, ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Smart. All you need to do is open yours. Don't want anyone peeping on private. There we go. secret.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric.
It's all slippery in there. What are you hiding?
An image of the Mind Flayer reaches...
Hells! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain. No! You ain't leaving till we get to the bottom of this. You could be dangerous. It involves you putting your trust in the absolute. Simple. You won't regret this. Being a true soul, you know, so drink this. It'll purify ya. It's a liquid blessing. It'll cleanse you. And it tastes better than that Sweet dreams. I'll see your rug. Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The Absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking. I know that much. I saw the whole horrible story and I know what happens next. Your teeth fall out, your skin rips off, and you turn into one of them. Think you're special, do ya? You're not. I'm gonna keep you here so I can see every gory detail and hear every whimper and scream. You're gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points. Your muscles burn with the effort, but the chains hold strong. A sharp pain shoots through your arm as the
Open your papers, freak. It's time. You should be sprouting tentacles by now. But you're still the same kind of ugly you always was. Disappointing not to have my own squiddy. But your giblets will make for a tasty supper.
Sorry. I may have left that a little late. No lasting damage, I hope? It's my master you should thank. When you got yourself in this predicament, he sent me to help. You'll meet him soon, and have a chance to show your gratitude. In the meantime, try not to get yourself killed. I won't always be watching.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance, you can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and every...
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
What's that?
Quite the cozy setup. I was just settling in and Why, the druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. Oh, man. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but as there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true... You? Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be... If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear sweet gods! If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible... I'll need to research the particulars, however. My God! Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Not yet, I'm afraid. But my expectations are very...
Kinja, no good will come of devouring a...
If you must... Vlakith requires everything of her children. I know only blood red. I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every beast I face and every wound I... Mark my words. This power would be... You might as well consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. And when the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will... Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Perhaps you... No. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and... It won't hear my faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. Let's do just that. It is done.
Feeling illicit? You really did it, huh? Not worried about... Well, what can I say? And yet... Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. Hey, soldier. Fuck yes.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Come on then, don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? No sudden cravings for a more cerebral diet? Wonderful. I commend you on your willingness to take such a risk. Now, was there another matter you wish to discuss? Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to use Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not the goddess of magic is all magic. It was the end of Mistral. The end of... As the child who would be a god was turned to an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell. Now, so many tried to control Gale's folly, one might call it. History. Repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know, I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun. I will await that death. Alone. I promise I will... If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. With pleasure.
Well, no tentacles yet. I suppose we can consider that as, who knows, drow? But maybe answers. If we can Darling, lead on.
Gone gods. Watching, though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss... All right. Anything more we should discuss? That's the spirit.
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself. Very serious of you. It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justiciar. But perhaps I should...
Fine. What's on your mind?
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's on one hand. I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist. It's been known to happen.
All right, so...
This vessel is at thy disposal. This soul...
Hey-ho.
I applaud your taste.
No time to dally.
All right. What now?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
The pride of the gate. Looking ahead. Looks like all these moon plates can be turned.
Something over there.
Come on, open up.
Udah tidur belum, Mbak? Belum. Bentar lagi tidur nih, bentar lagi tidur. Masih keasikan. Kenapa ketinggalan situ mereka? Oh, yang bagus semua nih. Abang,
Ini apa?
nggak udah tahu. Abang nggak?
eager for battle.
Hey, good looking.
Lu main ginian lihat tutorial dari orang-orang atau baca sendiri aja, Be? Baca sendiri. Ya, ada yang dari tutorial. Misalnya aku bingung puzzle-nya, nah aku bisa puzzle sih. Kalau keliling-keliling gini aku sendiri. Kan aku pernah mainkan sampai chapter 3 gitu. Jadi aku inget di mana aja yang harus ku samperin gitu. What? Gila, tiba-tiba hitam kenapa? Kaget gua. Ini Saloon Dream. Pakai mana ya? Tapi tadi dapat senjata enggak ya? Oh, dapat ya dagger ya. Assassin Touch. Lah, pas ganti orang kenapa hitam gitu? Lebih gede coy. Hit. Dagger plus satunya.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Never a dull moment.
Lah, nggak tidur. Bentar lagi. Tanggung. Bentar lagi tidur. Menuju perang besar. Ntar nih, ini dulu tuh naik song dulu ya, aku lupa. Baru bangun pasti enggak, belum tidur. Aku nggak mungkin tidur berapa jam doang aja.
Juga narsukok otashokek dos. I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the absolute.
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga narsukok.
This is the big boss. Strike him down.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms
Ya,
in
kerja
your
bodoh.
skull. You taste
Tidurlah.
the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
Waduh. Ini safe nih.
This Mind Flayer's build is smaller, its garb plain, yet it too roamed the Nautiloid.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. Your skull sizzles with Raxlin's displeasure. His mouth is still, but you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse, speak and say sooth. Lukan ok al koldek shulko kank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Raxlin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Raxlin's voice, you ask.
What were you doing in Faerun?
Raxlin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Is the Absolute?
Raxlin frowns in confusion at a question he would never have asked. You see an image. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other mind flayers arranged in a serene circle. absolute unity. Absolute power.
You're kidding me. Very helpful, Squid.
Suspicion floods Ragsland's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who killed you, freak?
Another vision consumes you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod. Devoid of flesh, only darkness.
That can't be! Wait! Hold on.
Ragsland pierces your mind, prodding for truth.
You're no true soul. Disrespect lying down. I'm the boss. I'm the absolute right hand. Right hand, huh? Sounds like word spreading. You're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Drow was right. Can't let her get all the glory. The raid started already. Let's hope she's in trouble and needs help. You! Get to the grove. Help the Drow Minthara kill the lot. Well, don't just stand there. Move!
No prizes for guessing what this weapon thereafter really is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
The pride of the gate.
Let's get going.
Speak.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Well met.
What to do? This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
Don't give me trouble now.
Something over there.
Halo Bang, halo Putri.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
So long poking about down here? I'd much rather be outside.
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color. Oh, enough waiting. nauseating. I crave blood.
Don't burn yourself.
No one stopped me yet. Wonder what's past this.
I could go for a good meal.
I've got a long road ahead.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I. This quaint little... Come. There. Middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
That's what separates us from the devil, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms. Son, one might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs up.
Get back!
We are not welcome here. This much is clear.
Beautiful. Lethal. The Underdark is everything I thought it'd be.
And this environ seems worthy of Githyanki warrior's estimation.
Ah, to be deemed worthy by the great Lizelle of Kresh Kalir.
Continue as you have, Karlach. You will achieve the same.
Here we go.
Fertilize the fields with the dead. Rivers and streams will flow with their blood. Their cities
Where am I needed?
razed to the ground. And they'll know
Let's get going.
is absolute.
No time to rest.
You'll drink from her barrels.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
She fertilizes
Trust no one.
with the dead. Rivers and streams will flow with their blood. Their cities will be razed to the
All's well
ground.
that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have.
No, she is absolute. What you needing now? The Absolute's got room for everyone, long as you don't defy her. And nobody's that stupid. If the Absolute says to take orders from a drow, then we toe the mark. No questions. You look spiffy to me. What do you need a healer for? You're no true soul. You're a damned heretic. Boys, crush him!
I know just what to do. No time to waste.
I will ascend. Hatazeth.
Another fight. Let's go. On my way.
Shall we dance? Just like old times.
No choice but to keep going. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Again!
Creator. Destroyer.
I'm ready.
Knees high.
Survival is all that matters.
Let's have some fun. Leave no trace.
Another fight. Let's go. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Assume nothing.
Attention!
Can't give up now.
Keep your distance, darling.
Let's move. Better than nothing.
Never a dull moment.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Glad you made it inside. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs. Maybe, but we're not fighters. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better. If the road was clear...
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Yeah, when he ran off with the without Halsin, this... never ends.
Glad you were here for... Well, that should have killed her, but... She kept gasping. That's what Zev... I want...
More goblins. What's next?
Can't afford to stay idle.
Blade at the ready. The air is ripe with magic.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
More goblins. What's next?
You know, I was just thinking about you, remembering our little encounter in the night. You can rest easy. I don't intend a repeat performance. Not that anyone's volunteered. It's just an idle fancy. Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone... But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like? Well, that sounds very appealing. Absolutely. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? Oh, no. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required. What? I was only making conversation. Honestly, you have no sense of fun.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. I see you've been using the powers the tadpole gives you. Good. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I am not sure yet. To find the answers, we must first find the source. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. It's complicated, but I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together... Hells, they need me. I have to go. No, I can handle this. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasite. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom.
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Ah, my good... Quite the cozy setup you have here. My research... It's not too deep. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000...
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body.
I think...
The needle seesaws.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement. Stop. Now? Why?
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick close cold metal. Press tap, tap.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the... I agree. Drat. There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Yes, quite. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps... Take this. A far superior... Try it on for size. And, I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem. Terribly sorry. Ta.
Wait! Bows down! Gods above! We took you for a goblin! Get up here! I want that gate sealed before they arrive. And we need to talk!
Holding up all night?
I'm fine. You don't have to keep checking.
It's this or sister. Won't pretend I expected to see you back again. Bloody glad, mind. People are scared. Well, seeing you on the walls might put the steel in the...
Gods above, you're alive. A little light. I'd given you up for dead at the goblin camp. I'm damn glad. But what happened? We've seen them massing in the woods. You led the drow here? By the nine hells, why? Our trap. I can't help but feel that we're the ones backed into a corner. But if you say you're a match for this drow, I suppose that's the best chance we have. The horn. If you seek to draw her in, that damned thing's loud as thunder. It'll give our people a chance to take shelter, too. Your courage is catching, it seems. Or perhaps I've finally lost my reason. Make what preparations you deem necessary, and then sound the horn. Let's have this done.
I was terrified the whole time.
Oke, guys, cukup sampai sini dulu. Sebelum kita saya off dulu ya, udah ngantuk. Jadi terima kasih sudah nonton, semoga hidup kalian selalu bahagia, melancarkan segala urusan dan dikabulkan segala keinginan. Amin. Kalau gitu saya pamit dulu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Capek ngantuk.